Imagine your own home making you anxious or depressed. It sounds far-fetched, but the truth is a bad floor plan or poor design might be messing with your mind. For real, studies have found that everything from your room layout to the color of your walls can directly influence your mood and well-being. So if you've been feeling off at your home lately, no, you're not going crazy. It could be your house. Hi everyone, for those of you who don't know me yet, I'm Lorenzo Sentioni, the Italian architect based in London and founder of Sentioni Architects. I've always been passionate about designing homes that not only look beautiful, but also feel right. Places that truly support your well-being and happiness. In today's video, we're diving into something near to my heart, how architecture and interior design affect your mental health. We'll look at 5 key ways your home can impact your mood. And I'll give you practical design insights and a dash of science to help you transform your space into a feel-good sanctuary. So grab a seat, hopefully in a well-lit, comfortable room, and let's explore together how your home could be influencing your mind and what you can do about it. Number 1. Bad layout, bad vibes. We all intuitively know that a bad layout can be frustrating, but did you realize it can actually impact your mental health? Our need for a safe, comfortable home is fundamental, as basic as food and water. We can tie this argument back to the Maslow's hierarchy of needs, the idea that shelter and security are basic human needs. If your floor plan isn't meeting those needs, you might feel stressed without even realizing why. What is a bad floor plan? That is the real question. It could be an awkward flow that forces you to zigzag around furniture, or a lack of privacy that makes you feel exposed. For example, overly open concept homes can unintentionally create stress. Huge open spaces often lead to increased noise and visual clutter, like an airport effect, where you feel unsettled and have nowhere cozy to retreat. High ceilings and echoing rooms might impress guests, but if you're an empty nester or prone to loneliness, that vastness can actually make you feel more isolated, not less. In short, bigger isn't always better for our mind. On the flip side, a choppy layout with cramped, dark rooms can feel claustrophobic and depressing. Think of a tiny windowless den where you barely know what time of the day it is. In this study, students living in a dorm room without windows reported significantly lower well-being than those with a window, showing just how much natural light and a connection to the outside matter. So how do we fix a bad layout? Start with the pain points. Take a design mindfulness approach and pinpoint which areas of your home cause you stress or discomfort. Maybe it's that long, dark hallway, or the fact that your living room seating is so far apart everyone has to shout. Once you know what's not working, you can start to reimagine it. Even small tweaks help. Perhaps add a room divider or a rag to break up an overly large space into cozier zones. Carve out a quiet corner with a comfy chair where you can relax away from the open hub of activity. If privacy is an issue, consider using shelves or screens to create a sense of boundary. The goal is to make sure that your home has some sort of refuge space. A space where you feel safe, comfortable, and held rather than exposed. After all, our homes evolved to be refuges from dangers. And I think we're still craving that feeling. Give yourself permission to adjust the space until it feels right for you. Remember that there's no one-size-fits-all type of approach here. A good layout is the one that supports your life. As simple as that. And here's what I think is an encouraging thought. You don't need to spend loads of money or start, knocking down walls. Small changes can make a huge difference. Simply rearranging furniture can alter how you feel. Try moving your sofa or bed to a new spot. Many people find that a new furniture orientation gives them a fresh perspective, literally and mentally. A few floor plan fixes might lift your mood in ways you never expected. Number 2. Organize your space, soothe your mind. Have you ever walked in a messy room and instantly felt that your stress level spike? Right, you're not alone. Cluttered, disorderly spaces can seriously ramp up anxiety and mental load. There's even an article to back this up. A UCLA study found that mothers who described their homes as cluttered or chaotic had higher levels of cortisol, the stress hormone, throughout the day. In other words, living in a maze of junk and disorganization can keep your body in a subtle state of stress all the time. Fantastic. Clutter is essentially visual noise, constantly reminding you of stuff you need to do or that life is out of control. It's hard to find mental peace when every surface of your home is covered with laundry, papers, or random objects. The good news is that the reverse is also true. An orderly environment can bring a sense of calm and accomplishment. You've probably heard the advice of make your bed every morning. It turns out this isn't just about neatness, it's about setting a positive tone for the day. Tidying up your immediate environment, even just straightening the bed covers, can create a small mental win that releases dopamine, a feel-good chemical in the brain. That little boost can motivate you to tackle more and actually improve your mood. It's a concept in behavioral psychology called behavioral activation, doing little constructive actions to build momentum when you're feeling low. By cleaning a bit of clutter, you get a small emotional reward that can help break through the inertia of stress. Pretty cool, right? Now, let's be clear. A perfectly tidy home isn't the cure for depression, but creating more order in your physical space can create more order in your mind. Try it and you'll likely notice the difference. As usually, start small. One corner of a room, one small drawer. Establish specific spaces for your belongings, so nothing feels out of place. You can also consider adopting a minimalistic mindset to your home. I know that some people thrive in creative, chaotic environments. And that's fine, the key is to find what's right for you. So I'm not saying that you need to become an extreme minimalistic person, but just try to find the balance so that you don't have piles of clutter in your living room. I think that reducing clutter isn't just a form of organization, it's also a sort of form of self-care. And if you apply this logic to design your space, then, that's fantastic. Because by designing an organized, soothing environment, you are ultimately taking care of your mental well-being. For real. So cue up your favorite music, grab some strong storage bins, and tame that clutter beast. Trust me that your brain will thank you for it. Number 3. Light, color, and sound. Designing for the senses. Ever notice how a sun-drenched room can immediately lift your spirits? Or how a dark, fluorescent lit basement makes you want to flee? Our sensory experiences at home, light, color, sound, textures, have profound psychological impact. In fact, emerging research in neuroaesthetics, the science of how design affects the brain, shows that certain design elements consistently spark positive feelings. Natural light is a big one. Daylight in a space is linked to better mood and even better sleep and productivity. Fresh airflow and acoustics matter too. Features like ample good windows and even the use of curvy lines can enrich an environment and make our brains feel more at ease. On the flip side, harsh lighting, constant noise, or barren, boxy rooms can put us on edge. Let's talk about lighting first. Sunlight is basically nature's antidepressant. It helps our body produce serotonin, a mood-boosting hormone, and regulate our circadian rhythm. That's why a room with a big window and a view of the sky just feels happier. If you ever had a dark room that you avoid, you know how draining it can be. Lack of light can even contribute to conditions like seasonal affective disorder. So design-wise, maximize whatever natural light you have. Use sheer curtains or blinds that let light in. Position work areas near windows and consider mirrors to bounce light around. If natural light is scarce, invest in quality lighting with a warm tone. A mix of ambient lamps and task lights can create a cozy, inviting glow far superior than one harsh overhead bulb. Think of lighting as the mood setter for a room. Soft, warm lighting in the evening can signal your brain to relax, whereas bright, white lighting in a home office can keep you alert. Use it intentionally to support the activity and mood you want in each space. Next, color and decor. This one gets tricky because color is quite personal, isn't it? What suits one person might irritate another one. There's a whole psychology of color. Blues and greens tend to calm. Yellows can energize. Reds might even raise your heart rate. But context and personal history play a big role. A pale green bedroom might feel like a tranquil spa to you, but remind someone else of an institutional hospital. It all depends on associations, really. You might love my shirt, pale green, or you might hate it. Who knows? I suggest you to use the color that you love and to which you have positive associations. If a certain color makes you uneasy and you don't know why, just discard it. You don't need to use it. The aim is to find a color palette that really makes you feel good. I made the video about it, so have a look at it and let me know what you think. Remember that if you choose a color that, after a while you don't like anymore, you can always repaint it. Sound and textures matter too. A well-designed space must consider acoustics. Too much echo and you might feel unsettled. I'm talking to you, open layout fans. But a mix of rugs, curtains and acoustic panels can dampen noise and create a space of calm. No one likes a home that sounds like your local restaurants where you can barely hear the person sitting next to you. Tactile elements are really important because they can create a sense of comfort. Soft rugs underfoot, comfy cushions, natural wood or plants you can touch all give subtle sensory pleasure that can improve mood. Researchers note that enriched environments with a variety in texture, color and form are generally more stimulating and uplifting than sterile ones. So don't be afraid to layer a fluffy throw, display some art, or bring in that fiddle leaf fig plant. These details engage the senses and can make your space feel alive and positive. Number 4. Biophilia. Bring nature indoors for wellness. Listen, there's a reason why when we walk in the park, we feel good, which is the same reason why we put plants in our homes. Humans have an innate affinity to nature, a concept known as biophilia. Incorporating natural elements into your home's design can have powerful positive effects on mental health. In recent years, wellness by design has placed big emphasis on this. Sunlight, greenery, natural materials, and views of nature are not just pretty features, they actively reduce stress. Research shows that exposing to natural elements indoor is linked to lower stress and anxiety levels. For example, this study has found that simply having plants around or even looking at images of natural scenery can lower cortisol, as you know, the stress hormone, and induce calm. A Harvard study noted that people in green-certified buildings scored higher on cognitive function tests than those in more conventional buildings. The evidence is piling up that bringing nature in can help your body and mind thrive. So how can you apply biophilia to your home? You don't need to turn your living room into a jungle. Small biophilic tweaks can make the difference. You can add a few houseplants that are easy to maintain. They provide you with a soothing visual connection to nature. If you have an external view of trees or a garden, arrange your furniture to highlight it. I suggest you to use natural materials and textures. For example, wood, stone, bamboo, woven textiles. These all have a grounding effect that synthetic plastic finishes often lack. Even artwork of landscapes or nature motifs can have a subtle calming influence. One pro tip is to consider nature's palette for your home's color scheme. Earth tones, plant-inspired greens, and sky blues. These tend to be inherently calming to us, as they mimic environments that we find safe and rejuvenating. Also, think about fresh air and sunlight as natural elements. Can you open a window each morning to let the breeze in and hear birds chirping? Can you set up a cozy chair in that sun patch on the floor for your morning coffee? These moments of connecting with nature's rhythm can seriously improve your daily mood. If you live in a dense urban area with less nature around, you can still create a mini sanctuary. Perhaps a small herb garden in the kitchen, soft nature sounds playing in the background, or a daily light simulating lamp for those long winter evenings. The goal is to reduce that feeling of being boxed in by the built environment and restore a bit of that balance and calm that we get from nature. Number 5. Wellness by design. How to personalize your space. Last but not least is really how to make your space more personal, and why that is so important for mental health. By intentionally designing and personalizing our homes, we can actually steer our lives towards the positive changes we want to see in our life. This is where all the previous points come together. A good layout, thoughtful organization, pleasing sensory elements, and natural touches should ultimately be tailored to your individual needs and preferences. The most uplifting space for you will be the one that reflects who you are and really what you care about. Think about it, your home should be an extension of you. It should tell your story and support your goals. Do you value your family and social connections? Then maybe create an inviting living area with comfy seating arranged close to encourage intimate conversations. Are you into art or music? Then carve out a creative corner. Display your favorite artwork, keep your guitar on a stand ready to play. If relaxation and self-care are your priorities, and by the way, they should be, perhaps your bedroom becomes a soothing retreat with soft lighting, or you set up a meditation nook by the window. Personalizing your home in this way is not just a frivolous aesthetic choice. It's psychologically beneficial for you. It gives you a sense of control and comfort in your environment, which can obviously reduce stress and boost happiness. Keep your home flexible and open to change. Our lives evolve. Kids grow up, jobs change, and we go through different life phases. So our homes should evolve too. If you find yourself feeling down, try changing something in your surroundings. It can be truly empowering. I think the bottom line here is that mindful design is an ongoing process. Just pay attention to how the different areas of your home make you feel. If something's off, don't just ignore it. Try to experiment with solutions. I gave you a few examples in this video, hopefully. Sometimes small environmental changes can lead to huge mental shifts. By aligning your space with your well-being, you set yourself up to live a happier, healthier life at home. Thanks for watching the video. If you found these insights helpful for you, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell. I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. Has your home ever altered your mood? Or have you made any design changes to effectively address this issue? Share your experiences in the comments. I think it's really helpful, not just for me, but for the community I'm trying to create. Your story might help someone else feel less alone in their housing headaches. And if you directly know someone who's feeling low about their homes, or maybe they're thinking about how to, change it for the better, share this video with them. It will help me and it will help them. Our homes should be places of joy and comfort, certainly not stress. With a little intention and love for design, we can all create environments that support our mental health. I'm really super into this concept of wellness by design, as you probably noticed, and I hope this video inspired you to see your home in a different light. So stay creative and stay well. Until the next one. Ciao.